Tell you what I think I know? I think I know it's for Sean Bradley, for Christian Laettner, and for Courtney Alexander. Does that sound crazy to you? Okay, it'll work. Tell Jordan it works for me. Sean Bradley, Christian Laettner, Courtney Alexander coming to the. You say, wait a minute, I don't want Sean Bradley. I don't want Christian Laettner.
Don't worry.
Wait a minute. Their contracts all in a couple of months, and then you let them go, and then you've got a ton of cap room. If you've done this, Jordan, yo, you the man. Welcome to town.
And so
Update at 11.
Nightly news coming up next.
And Etan Thomas. We also had the wave, as you guys know, Gerard King, Mike Smith, as well as Lopez.
In Laettner, a guy that's 31, he may or may not be around next year. Hubert Davis is 30. Loy Vaught is 30. And then an excellent, perhaps the point guard of the future, Courtney Alexander, a rookie who started a couple of years down in Charlottesville at the University of Virginia, sat out a year, and then played the remainder of his college ball at Fresno State. And another rookie, Etan Thomas from Syracuse.
Well, again, it'll be interesting to see how all this unfolds once these guys get here, who they activate, who they keep on the injured list, who they may even release. You never know.
And let me correct myself. Felipe Lopez coming to the Washington Wizards from Vancouver for Ike Austin in that trade. Nice pass, the slam by Jahidi.
Nice setup that time by Chris Whitney, and the finish by Jahidi White.
6 points for White. And the Wizards again are within 4. Michael Smith has 6 rebounds in the game, 4 of them offensive, and 3 blocks. Boy, Williams, what a pass. That block by White is 4th of the game. Hamilton got it.
Good transition from defense to offense that time. Off the nice block from Jahidi White. Washington pushes it up, gets numbers, and the open shot.
And the lead is 2. Again, they go to Divac against Jahidi. Excellent defense. Hamilton runs the break. Fouled by Williams. Rick goes down hard and is picked up off the floor by Jason Williams.
In route to shooting the basketball.
And as quickly as the Wizards tied it, which was the first time it had been tied since the score was 10-all, Stojakovic contributes his 6th point of the game. 3:07 to go. First half, Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier, Chick Hernandez. Sacramento now with the ball and a 2-point lead. Jason Williams, been a little inconsistent in his career, but magnificent court sense, great passer. Speaking of passes, how about that one from Christie?
Well, this team has the players to really chalk up the assists. We talked about Jason Williams and certainly Vlade Divac, Doug Christie also, and our old friend Chris Webber also a very fine passer.
Jahidi's blocked twice. Hamilton gets it back, works himself free, and hits the short J. And a technical foul's been called on Jahidi White, who was not happy that he didn't get a call after having 2 shots blocked inside.
That's got to be Jahidi's first technical this year.
You don't see him too vociferous.
Well, obviously, he got the real questionable one that we talked about the other night in Dallas when he came down inadvertently on Brad.
Sacramento lead. Holding call on Chris Whitney. First half. Hamilton looking to create. Has to go to Popeye Jones. Now Michael Smith lays it up. Can't get the roll. Tipped up, taken by Funderburk to Christie. Blocked inside. Stojakovic off the Wizards to Sacramento with 13 on the shot clock. Boy, they do a great job boxing out.
Well, you mentioned they're one of the top teams defensively.
Christie guarded by Prophet. Pulls up on LaRon and hits. Nothing but net. 11 points, right at his average. Two-second difference on the shot and game clock. Now a double team. They leave Michael Smith open. Fades underneath to Jahai. Nice play. 4.2 seconds to go. Williams lets the ball go all the way to midcourt before he touches it. And Jason Williams all the way and in. How do you like that? Disappointing way to finish the end of the half. Let the man come inbounds and go all the way to the basket, uncontested.
Well, first of all, you want him to touch that ball a little bit quicker than he did to get that clock to start. That's why he allows the ball to roll that far. You see him take the ball and finish off with the left hand. You know he's got lightning speed.
Well, Jahai White had 12 points all in the second quarter. He helped the Wizards chance to win it all this year. And they want to get somebody back in the middle that's dominating. And, of course, Mutombo leads the NBA in rebounding. Richmond tries the long jumper. That's a 2-point field goal. 12 points for Mitch, who's come to life here in the second half. Heating up a bit. Divac, short jump hook. White, rebound, number 13. 10 rebounds in the quarter for White, and Richmond converts again.
Well, they like those transition baskets. They push the ball up quickly before the defense gets set. And as you've seen, Mitch Richmond hit his last 2 shots. In fact, he has 14. Altogether, 9 in this quarter, so Mitch Richmond really picking it up.
Stojakovic scores. And Whitney answers. This is a new season high in rebounding for Jahai White. Previous was 13 at Philadelphia, November 29th. And he has matched his season high with 13 tonight. But Jason Williams.
He's piling up the assists now.
7 assists for Williams. And every time the Wizards try to get close, Sacramento keeps the pad. Richmond drives and gets fouled. The Wizards can get to within 3, perhaps 2. Richmond for 3, no good. Tip up, no good. Popeye is there. Lays it off for Smith, blocked.
Well, Smith better guard some. Oh, his man wasn't down. That's why he was in the middle there. Thunderbird late and getting down.
Richmond trying to knock it away from Stojakovic to Williams. Williams pulls up. Now he passes off to Stoiko. He hits it. Great ball movement. And you often see great ball movement from this team because of the passing of Williams and Christie. They're so good and so quick.
And like we said, their big men pass the ball well, too. Chris Webber and Vlade Divac.
Inside to Nesby, lays it off to Smith, and the Wizards turn it over. And now Popeye says, wait a second, and Gary Benson is coming in. He may change this call. And they do. Wizards ball.
Good teamwork that time by the officials. You can see it coming off the Sacramento hands.
I thought Michael Smith hit it out of bounds.
Oh, no.
2 seconds. Popeye got it at the buzzer. The Wizards have just 5 turnovers tonight, 3 in the first quarter and only 2 since then. Holding foul on Richmond. You can use that arm when the player's got his back to you, but as soon as he turns on you and makes a move, you got to get your hand away.
And that's the benefit for an offensive player of learning to turn and face your man. Don't always have your back to him because, like you said, Steve, they can physically attack you at that point. But you turn around, face them, they've got to get their hands off.
Another play that we had earlier in the first half, which was explained to us at halftime by official Gary Benson, was that inside the dash circle, underneath the basket, evidently, if the play originates from inside the dash circle, then all bets are off with regards to you're not being able to pick up a charge down there, or the way they call that.
Are you talking about that Bobby Jackson play where he went to the basket along the baseline?
I'm not certain if that was the call he was referring to or not.
I'm thinking of. I mean, it didn't originate from inside that dotted zone.
It must have been a different play then, because according to Gary, if it happens inside that line, boy, Rip Hamilton rejected, and it'll be Wizards ball with 9/10 of a second to shoot.
Another blocked shot. This time from Scott Pollard.
Jones nearly got it. Wow. That almost went. So we've played 3 in 1. Whitney, no good. Of course, also involved in all of those discussions. Rod Higgins, assistant GM. Fred Whitfield. Nesby, short. Wizards need to make a move here with 5:17 to go in regulation.
But still just an 11-point game. I don't know if they necessarily need threes. Got to make some shots.
Called a personal. Down by 13. Sacramento with just 1 turnover the entire second half. They're 9th in the league in turnovers at 14.5 a game. That's what the Wizards need. 2-pointer from Mitch, who's got 18 in the game, averaging 15.5 points per contest. Divac lost it, chased down by Popeye Jones. Nice pass, give it to Whitney for an easy layup. That's off the glass and goaltending.
Are you sure that was off the glass?
I thought it hit the glass first.
It's tough from our angle. And then again, we get the second look. I think you're right.
Tough to tell there as well, but it must have been the call. Lead down to 9. Divac, 2 strong bodies. Boy, look at Vlade. What a shot. That was sheer strength against strength, and then a nice shot to finish.
And Divac's not a player known for a lot of physical play. He gives you a lot of finesse, but that time he did use his size. Another turnover. He used his size to come all the way across the middle and finish up with a jump with a nice soft hook shot.
24 for Vlade Divac. Jason Williams for 3, got another one.
Boy, he's hit 3 3-pointers tonight that really burnt Washington, come at critical times defensively.
3 of 4 from long range for the star from Bell, West Virginia.
There's ones that can improve your teams, and that's one where you're trying to clear cap space for the future. Obviously, what Michael did was Juwan Howard was scheduled to make $17 million and $20 million the next couple of years. The team is not going to be any better in the next couple of years. He's trying to clear cap space, and I think it was a good trade for Washington.
How about for Dallas?
I think it helps Dallas. You know, Dallas already, they're going to build their team around Michael Finley and Dirk Nowitzki. Juwan Howard, I think, is a good, solid player. You know, I think because him and Christian Laettner are pretty much equal in my eyes.
Well, you know, I think that what Dallas does get is a 20-point scorer possibly in the third guy. There's a guy who can consistently get baskets, I think, at the low post position. He does create double teams on certain nights at the small forward position where he flourished when his big year in Washington before the big contract. But if you look at what Washington gets, I think they have some sleepers. guys that people don't really know a lot about, but are very good players. Courtney Alexander is one, a very good young player. I think in this league, he will be one of those two guards or small forwards in this league that people would really reckon with, and along with Eton Thomas, two guys that hadn't played in Dallas, that are high energy guys that you say clear in cat room, these guys are going to play for them.
How about Mark Jackson's return to the Knicks now? New York's been screaming, hey, we need a change at the point where you have Charlie Ward and Chris Childs.
I have no idea what the Knicks were doing. That deal, you know, Mark Jackson is a good player, but I don't see how that helps the Knicks. They can't run. They got no rebounders. I don't understand. I don't have a clue what they were doing, and neither do they.
23 for Hamilton. They'll have Courtney Alexander, Northern Virginia's Hubert Davis, Christian Laettner, Lloyd Vaught, Eton Thomas will all be here, we presume. And Juwan Howard will be in Dallas after being traded to the Mavericks today with Obina Akizi and Calvin Booth. Calvin Booth having surgery, but we've watched him mature a little bit this year, and he looks like he could be a pretty good player, Phil.
Yeah, we were kind of excited at his development, not just this year, but even last year, making a lot of improvement from training camp to the time he was finally activated.
14 rebounds for Jahidi White. That's a new season high. Richmond got it, two-point field goal. 20 in the game for Mitch. And Jahidi just 2 rebounds away from tying his career high of 16. Look at the point guard comparisons. Whitney with 20 points, Williams with 11. Seawitt has 4 3-pointers in the game. And Jason Williams has 3 threes. Williams with 9 assists, Whitney with 8. And Seawitt with 2 turnovers. Williams has been perfect controlling the ball.
Those are important numbers when you talk about point guards, the turnovers. And Whitney, you know, those are the guys that usually handle ball the most, and they're exposed to turnovers more than anybody else. But if they're doing a good job protecting the ball and also still distributing, getting the assists, that's why you see some of the stats that will show you players having their assist to turnover ratios.
Big game for Doug Christie with 28 points. Gives his team an 11-point lead, and Mitch Richmond knocks that down. 22 points in the contest for the Rock. Whitney with a steal, puts it up. And what's the call going to be? Ronnie Nunn says no shot. And Whitney has 88 3-pointers on the season now. That one just slides out. 88 on the season. Last year he had 96, which was his career high. Foul. So no doubt Chris Whitney will, even after the slow start, will establish a new career high for 3-pointers sometime in the near future. Out of the game now. But what a night. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 blocks. That's some line.
Well, you got to know that he's not ready to be laid to rest yet.
Hamilton drives, and a pretty layers. Wizards down by 8 with 29 seconds to go. Wizards trying to pressure the ball, and they do get a turnover. Up ahead to Mitch Richmond. Mitch lays it in, and the lead is 6 with 21 seconds to go.
Making it interesting.
Christie is fouled. Hamilton drives and is fouled. The basket will not count. Hamilton will get 2 shots. This Sacramento team allows 94 points per game. That's 11th in the league. But tonight they give up 108 to the Wizards. And they average 100.3 points per game. That's 3rd in the league.
Yeah, only 3 teams average in triple digits.
This will be, should Sacramento hang on here, Their 5th consecutive win, correction, 6th consecutive win over the Wizards. The last Washington win, December of '97 here in D.C. when Chris Webber was on the team. So this will be 6 in a row for the Kings. Hamilton, running jumper, tipped up and in, and I think they'll give.
Yeah, I don't think it was tipped. I think that would go to Hamilton.
It does go to Richard Hamilton, who scores 29 points, 1 shy of his career high, which he had earlier this season. So the Kings hang on, and they win it without Webber. The Wizards fall without Howard. 115 to 110, your final. Back to wrap it up after this.